What is going on, guys? Craig 1287. Yeah, I'm bringing you some Battlefield Hardline beta gameplay going on there in the background just to serve as the sort of backdrop for the primary discussion of this video, which is something I've actually already been telling a lot of the people within the clan that I'm part of, the community Tactical Gaming, and just a lot of my buddies when they talk about why they are hesitant about pre-ordering or even getting day one Battlefield Hardline. And, it typically stems from a lot of things like, Battlefield 4 had a rocky start. Let me go ahead and tell you, this is nothing, or what happened with BF4 is nothing unique to Battlefield 4. Every Battlefield game has had a rocky launch. Was Battlefield 4's probably the worst? Yeah, probably. So, and again, just because it's not something new is not something to excuse and forgive. So, yes, you should be a little hesitant that maybe Battlefield 4 is a sign of what to expect from Hardline. But seeing as how we've seen so many things that EA and Visceral have done with the multiple betas, the flying big-time YouTubers out to try the game, a lot of these things leads to think that, especially from CTE and all that, you would hope that they've learned and that they're going to have a good, solid release. But you should still be hesitant. So, alright, yeah, that's legit. That's a legit reason. A lot of people, though, are saying, it's just, I don't want to get it. I want to wait till the reviews come out to see if it actually does have enough content. I want to see if the destruction is actually there. Dust Bowl didn't really have that much destruction, so I want to see if the other maps actually do offer legit destruction and things like that. I want to see if these modes are actually going to be good. There's a lot of stuff that if you're on the PC, that sadly this is not, I don't see a way that you can do this if you're on the console. Just depends on what stores you purchase your game through. You might be able to do this, but on the PC, if you get the game through Origin, they do offer their Great Game Guarantee. Now, like always, I will have a link in the video description down below to the actual Great Game Guarantee that EA offers. Now, there's 3 ways that they will give you a full refund. So I'm just going to head and read it right here. You may return EA full game digital downloads, PC or Mac, purchased on Origin for a full refund within, here's the 3 things, 24 hours after your first launch of the game, within 7 days from your date of purchase, or within 7 days from the game's release date if you pre-ordered, whichever comes first. So those are the 3 things. Now, so if you were to pre-order it right now, that actually is, the game does come out within 7 days. So the game on PC is going to be preloadable through Origin on the 13th. That is this Friday. So I would suggest you pick it up then. Go ahead and start downloading it. If you've got slow internet, that gives you Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then the launch day, Tuesday, to download it. So that gives you plenty of time. Now, you can do that, and again, that's not violating the 7 days of your purchase. So on launch day, on March 17th, you can boot the game up for the very first time, so at that point, you will have 24 hours to be able to get a full refund. Now, obviously, you don't have to worry about driving and traffic, and it's digital, so you just literally would contact EA, and that contact would be your timestamp. Even if they don't get back to you within 24 hours, your timestamp would be that within the 24-hour period, and you would be able to get your money back. So this lets you actually see the maps. You can go filter all the other maps, excluding the ones that we've already seen, and you can look at their destruction levels. You can see the hit registration. You can test the netcode. You can try out these new modes. You can do all of that kind of stuff. You can really get a feel for the game, even if you didn't participate in beta. Let's say the game ran like crap for your computer in the beta. Now's your chance to test it on the full release. So there's really no reason to not do this, unless you have a bandwidth cap from Comcast or Time Warner Cable or whatever your case may be. If downloading 65 gigs is something that you just can't do, well then, obviously you're screwed in this regard. so you can't really do that. But if you don't have a cap, or if your cap would allow it, if 65 isn't that bad, then try this out, download it overnight, download it while you're at work or while you're at school or whatever the case may be, and just try it on launch day, and just get everything you need to know about it from that 24-hour period. Obviously you can't gauge that much from only a 24-hour, but you can get those kind of things that you would be cautious about. If the game's performance is bad, if it has a rocky launch, if the whatever your questions may be. And then, if the case ends up being that the game is still running bad on your computer, if you're getting shot behind walls, if the destruction isn't there, whatever the hesitation that you had pre-launch, if that's still there, and it's still not delivering what you want, then you can get your refund. And this is the best part about that. When you do these refunds, you know that they're gonna, they'll prompt you with a little questionnaire. Why are you returning this product? And that's where you can fill that out and say, I'm returning it because there wasn't enough destruction, and that's what I wanted out of Battlefield. I felt lied to. I was getting shot behind walls, I was getting shot behind corners, I just didn't like it. The game performance wasn't quite what I expected. I really wanted to be, with my computer, I really wanted to be getting constant 60 frames per second, and it was stuttering here and there and here and there. Whatever your reason or reasons may be, that's your opportunity to put that there. That's something that EA can actually quantify. How many people returned their game? They got $60 from all these people, and now they've lost $60 from all these people. That's something that'll really catch their attention. Rather than you just not ordering the game from the get-go, I mean, they can kind of quantify that, but they can't really quantify that. But when they actually have people's money, and then 10% or 5% or 2% or 30%, whatever the case may be, within that time period that they allot to the PC digital players, if they see that X% of the community within 24 hours of that game's launch have asked for full refunds, they can look at those reasons, they can look at that list, and they can get that sent to the developers and say, hey guys, we just lost $500,000 from people getting full refunds, and out of those people, 50% of them all provided the reason that the destruction wasn't good enough. So when you guys release that DLC that said it's going to offer destruction, you guys really got to deliver on that. So it's going to improve the experience overall. And you can still purchase the game down the line. Just because you get a refund doesn't mean that you can't later down the line or order the game on Origin. Now you might not be able to get a full refund again. I'm sure they have exclusions in that to prevent people from abusing that system. But when you are legitimately actually interested in the game, you've been hearing good things from your buddies, like, oh yeah, this new DLC is crazy good, the destruction, it's just like Bad Company, it's just like Battlefield 3's Close Quarters DLC, there's just destruction everywhere, everything's destroyable, the cover, everything, it's so dynamic, you hear that, and you also hear that it's performing really great, that I'm not crashing anymore, oh man, yeah, I'm getting 144 frames at 1440p, no troubles at all. Once you start hearing that stuff and you saved up more money and putting that $60 purchase out there again is more legit, then you can do that. And the game will have gotten in a better state sooner because people used the refund system, the great game guarantee system that Origin has to offer. So that's all I have to say, guys. If you're hesitant, if you're on the fence, and if you're a PC gamer that can front the bandwidth for the download, you really have no reason to not just try it out, and if you don't like it, then your refund is going to be yet another, nail in the coffin. Well, that's probably not the best example, but it'll be yet another driving force. It's going to be a little bit of extra force to push them to patch the game, to change the direction of the DLCs, to whatever the case may be. It's your chance to make an impact and cause the game to be something that you do eventually want to play a year down the line, 6 months down the line, whatever the case may be. So guys, just try it out. Preload, try it out on day one. You got 24 hours of free gameplay pretty much if you plan to get a refund. just try it out. So hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay going on there in the background, and I hope you see the point that I was trying to get across. Hope you enjoyed all of it. Have a good one. Ta-ta.